Dana made it clear that, you know, obviously you were hounding him and after him after this. Were you ever frustrated at that time that maybe the UFC wasn't giving you kind of what I think most people thought you would do, basically?
Yeah, you know, I was just nervous that I wasn't going to get it. You know, I was frustrated, you know what I mean? We got a business to run, and you know, ultimately it's their decision. But you know, I wanted to make sure it was known that I really wanted this rematch.
When you look back on that first fight, obviously I'm sure you're not happy with the loss, but were you happy with your performance, the game plan, the execution, everything, or do you feel like there's, you know, massive changes that need to be made?
I think there's massive changes in every fight, whether you win it or lose it. But I was, you know, happy about performance. You know, Ben's a tough kid, man. And, I went in there, I fought hard, he fought hard. You know, it just didn't go my way that night.
You know, statistically speaking, you won the fight, you landed more punches, but you didn't create as much damage as he did. So, you know, obviously in the rematch, a lot of people would say you just cause more damage with your punches, but how do you go about trying to make that change? Because you don't want to change what you did that created that success. So what is that process?
Yeah, you know, I mean, sometimes you just got to make sure your punches land a little more precise, I guess. You know, actually, me and Ben did a radio tour here not too long ago, and interviewing side by side with some guy, and Ben's never had a black eye or a broken nose in any fight, so I don't know if it's me that can do that. You know, I'm hoping I can, but some people I think take damage a little better than others. You know, me, I get beat up a little bit in my fights, whether I win or lose.
Do you notice that in a fight? Is it all demoralizing when you're like, all right, I just landed a great combination, and then it doesn't wobble him, he's not bleeding, there's no black eye? I mean, do you think about that in a fight?
Nah, not at all, man. And you know, you don't have to damage a guy to knock him out or to wobble him. You know, I believe, you know, I put him down in the 5th round and I dropped him quickly. Maybe it wasn't the hardest shot, but it did, you know, get his attention. You know, I mean, you can win fights without the guy looking marked up at all. You know, it could be a submission or a knockout. You know, blacking him up, but at least I won.
You know, a lot of the talk about your weight is always about dropping down. Have you ever thought about, you know, putting on some more size, especially in a fight like this, to combat with some of the mass that Ben brings? Did you think about upping your training or your weight training or anything?
You know, I'm always trying to improve in every area I can, and size is one area that I think I could try to put some weight on. I think naturally as I'm getting older, you know, I am putting a little more weight on. I think I'm bigger than I was when I first got into this game, but it's tough, man. I train hard, and that weight comes off once I get close to the fight.
Dana said he wanted you to go to 145, and obviously I know you've had to deal with these questions. Why are you so adamantly opposed to doing it right now? Is it a pride thing, or you just don't think it's good for your body, or what is it?
I'm fighting for the title in 4 days. You know what I'm saying? That's why. You know, I mean, I was a champ for almost 2 years. You know, so that's it.
Frankie, what's the toughest thing? You fought in Abu Dhabi, you fought in Japan. Is it harder to fight in elevation here and to get ready for a fight than it is to go to those places?
You know, those places like this, you just have to come out early. And that's the only thing that kind of snakes. You know, you're away from your family. You got to make sure you get your last hard training, you know, here. And luckily, you know, we have some friends in Colorado Springs. My manager really hooked us up, and we had a great. We finished the camp great, and yeah, just having to leave early was really the pain in the ass.
Did you notice the difference when you first got here?
You know, very little, and I pretty much adjusted quickly. I don't know if I'm lucky or what, but even when I went to Japan, that first night I fell asleep, and you know, even here I felt like I got great workouts, and I do feel I'm feeling better and better as every day goes on.
Some people thought that this fight might be a little bit different because it is at elevation. You know, you guys may not be able to have the same pace in that.
I doubt it. You know, I know Ben, he comes in shape. I know I come in shape, and there's a lot on the line here.